One, we live back again.
All right, this will be actually part two of the Direct Deck show minus the fraud people. We had a little technical hiccup. We back on air and live. All right. So we was actually discussing some of the stuff that Sony's been doing lately as far as Fortnite. As far as like the what they're doing with the Fortnite thing, that they actually did a bundle that they're actually going to resell to people with a game that we know is going to be free like in 2 months. And people, the most played, they don't even play the base game for Fortnite. Let's be honest. Everybody's playing the free to play version that you could actually download for free. All right. So that's just a cash grab in my book. All right. But also the trippiest thing about that is the partnership that Microsoft has just now struck with Nintendo. All right, about having true crossplay. All right, because Nintendo of America actually tweeted the Xbox account today for people that don't know. All right, saying that let's work on something, let's do this. We for the gamers. All right, because that's the shady shit that Sony's been pulling off. Somebody has a Nintendo account on Fortnite or on Xbox One, and the minute they try to sign into their PlayStation 4, they have to start from scratch. They can't transfer over their account, which is bullshit. But yet on the Switch, guess what? People will be able to have gamer score and achievements on the Switch as well as PC. All right. Now that's something that's for the players, for the gamers. All right. It's not for somebody's pocketbook like the way Sony wants to do. It seems like Sony's running their own little private cult. All right. Because they don't want their gamers to associate with anybody. What are we living in the Stone Ages, people? What are we living in caves? I know some people live in basements, don't get me wrong, but damn, what the fuck? Either way, let's go real quick with 100. All right. 100. What do you think about all this bullshit, bro?
Oh, Lord have mercy. When I heard y'all talk about this on, what I'm saying, GRG last night, I didn't know nothing about it. Like I said, I've been trying to get back in the grid. It's hard to get back into the grid. You can get out of it real quick, but it's hard to get back in it. Why would you bundle a free-to-play game? It's about to be free-to-play. Now, I remember certain individuals were telling me to get Fortnite, even the base version when it first came out, right? It was $40. Like, I'm not. When I actually read into it and said it was going to be free to play, why would I go pay for it to be a free to play? I'm beta testing this shit for $40.
Yep.
That's what I'm doing. I'm beta testing this for $40. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. But Sony hits people with the smoke and mirrors and stuff like that. That's what they do. So, it is what it is.
Damn.
Business. So I'm gonna let somebody else listen to business call.
All right. All right, so let's go with you, E-Rock. What are your thoughts, man?
Hey man, first thing first, this partnership is historic. As a gamer, as a fan of gaming, I don't think it's ever been done before in public like this. I know that console manufacturers and competitors have worked together before in the past. You know it, Hebot knows it. But this is the first just out there in your face that we know of, that I know of, unless you guys know some shit that I don't know, where two competitors have come together and said, yo, listen, we're gonna work together for you, the gamers. You got a Switch account, you got an Xbox Live account, hey, y'all can play with each other now. That's historic. That's epic. And this is what we need to see more of. That old antiquated thought process of, oh, we're gonna put you out of business. We want everything. That's passe. And once again, it's Microsoft moving gaming forward. But to see Nintendo get on board with this, old stoic ass Nintendo, who just like Sony have that Japanese arrogance, which I hate. This is huge for them. But you gotta believe this just didn't happen overnight. Phil Spencer's been working on this for years, and that Reggie Fils-Aimé went to Nintendo and sold them on this shit. Like, look, man, these guys have a fantastic internet infrastructure. Let's do something with them. This is huge. This is historic. And once again, it's two gamer companies moving gaming forward, but look who's not doing it. Sony. Yeah, I know you guys are going to try to backpedal and damage control this as best you can. Well, they did crossplay with the PC. Yeah, PC, and they banged out servers. Look, like Jay Long said earlier, nobody plays with PC gamers. This is huge. This is historic. This is epic. And once again, it's another black eye in Sony showing just finally who they are. And Kaleidoscope, it couldn't have happened to a better bunch of jackasses. I love it. I love it. I love it. Anytime for Sony to get a black eye, to be shown for who they are. They're not for the gamers. That was all a lie the last 6-7 years. I love it, Kaleidoscope.
Here, I can ask you a question.
On that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a theory up there. I got a theory. I'm going to ask you, Rock, because you've been on for a minute. You see that they partnership up with each other, right? This crossplay thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who has a problem communicating with their with the company? You know what I'm saying? With their customers. You know what I'm saying? Now we got Xbox Live. You can't really communicate unless you go buy this big ass headset, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who Microsoft just partnered up with? Like Discord, right? Where did Microsoft buy Discord? Because like I say, I like crossplay, but if I can't talk talk shit to you, it ain't worth it. No, it ain't worth the while. You know what I'm saying? If I'm playing, I want you to hear me.
Discord would be major.
If Microsoft buys Discord, not saying I know anything, I don't know shit. I ain't got no sources. I'm just a theory of my own.
I got you.
And then Discord is what? PC gamers use Discord to communicate, and I heard a lot of Nintendo guys use Discord. So if Microsoft buys Discord and makes it where we can talk to Nintendo guys in a party, you think that wouldn't be cool? When we're playing awesome. Third-party game?
That shit would be amazing, bro.
Definitely.
Because crossplay ain't gonna work to me. Crossplay ain't gonna really work to me unless we can talk to each other. If I'm playing a third-party game, I'm playing Madden and you're playing Madden on your Switch. I want to talk shit to you. I'm a Raider fan. You know what I'm saying? I want to dog you down to the end, and you know what I'm saying, and then say good game afterwards. To me, if you can bring that partnership together and you just have to use Discord, and Microsoft can buy it and can blend Discord in, help Nintendo blend Discord into their infrastructure. I think it's a win-win.
Hey.
That's a theory.
There's some points that both of you guys brought up that I actually agree with 100%. All right. 2 corporations, 2 companies actually teaming up for the gamers. All right.
Yeah.
For the gamers. All right. And this is what their tweet said. All right. Just to put things more into perspective. These ain't my words. These is Nintendo of America's words. All right. Hey, at Xbox, since we can play together in Minecraft now, did you want to build something? Do you want to build something together?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then Xbox answers back, our bodies are ready. What are we building? All right. And then Minecraft jumps in on the scene. Minecraft actually says, well, since you two seem so lovey-dovey now, why not try building something like this? And then they show the heart. Have fun. Right? So just showing the gaming love, yo. All right? This is something huge, people. All right? Because people on the Xbox platform could actually now get a Switch. It will motivate them to actually go out and buy a Switch because they could actually carry over their game saves, their gamer score, and still get achievements on the Nintendo Switch. That's major, people. You know what I'm saying? Just like they could do on PC.
But don't forget the rest of the things. You can think about it. The thing about it is crossplay through Android, iOS, tablets.
That's crazy.
It's through all those platforms, not just Nintendo, not Microsoft, not just fucking PC. It's also mobile phones, laptops. What are those things called?
Mac,
tablets,
Surfaces, whatever. Tablets and tablets, you know what I'm saying? Tablets. So it's going to be across all mobile devices, all platforms, people. The only one that doesn't want to jump on board that was stating at the beginning of this generation that they were for the players, they really aren't. That's sad, man. I mean, really.
Now the ball is in their court. Now it's different. Now it's put up.
Yeah, exactly. And the media's taking notice. They're throwing shade Sony's way like it ain't no tomorrow. All right, now we also got the Flip Meister up in here. Flip money. Yo,
What's
Flip,
going
introduce
on,
yourself to
man?
everybody and let us hear your thoughts on
What's
this
going on, good
bullshit.
people? I'm sorry I'm late, but this flip money. But well, let me just get to the point right, bro. You know what's funny about this is that Microsoft teamed up with Sony in the 360 era. Remember they had that bundle where you can get a Wii and a 360.
I
Now, I
believe
mean,
so.
people remember that they had that. They had that bundle. Microsoft. It seemed like Microsoft and Nintendo relationship. To me, it seemed like it always been good. Why Sony's not following this? I'm sitting here wonder why Sony is not following this trend that they're doing or whatever. Hey, man, this thing is good for the gamers, man. This is very good for the gamers, and I don't understand why Sony is not, getting on, hopping on this or whatever. Or they're ashamed that, they shouldn't be but that their infrastructure is going to be put out there like that, or I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, is it that they don't want to, use Microsoft server or whatever, for people to be more protective? Because I'm not gonna lie, I still got that bad taste when they took some of my information and didn't tell
Hell
us
yeah.
like 2 weeks later. I mean, in the last generation. But
Hmm
I don't get it. I don't understand why they just can't. You know, this is something that everybody wants. I would love to play any type of third party game that's online, Call of Duty or whatever, or whatever, with my cousin on his PlayStation and my Xbox. I don't understand why they don't want to do this. Why Sony is constantly turning this down. But at first I had a theory. First I thought it might be Sony fan because they're not speaking up for this. And now to see that the media want to sit up here and talk about it, like,
And fans are outraged, though. Don't get me wrong, Flip Money. You should see their Twitter account for Sony.
uh-huh.
Fans is throwing
Oh, their
so much
fans is
shade their
outraged.
way. Yup. The
Okay,
fans
but
is
why
in an
didn't they
uproar
been say
about this
that?
shit.
They should have been got it. The moment Microsoft proposed this idea, they gave this extended their hand out to Sony and say, "Yo, let's do this." Like when Nintendo say they down with it, the fans should have hopped on it then. Their
Yeah,
fans should have said
they should
yes.
have.
They should have been right in. I,
And
I
then
don't know,
back then they would
emailing
say
and
like, "Oh, we
everything.
don't care," and now all of a sudden it's a big deal. Hmm.
I don't understand them. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Want to know why it's a big deal though? Because now the media is talking about it.
Yeah, no, no, no.
That's why it's a big deal now. Because before the
So,
media ain't jump all over it.
so now
Now
that
the
they
media
back
is
to the
like, wait a
wall.
minute, man, that's not cool. All right, if you got your trophies on PlayStation and whatnot, know what I'm saying? You go to your homeboy's crib that has an Xbox One. Should you
Hmm.
not be able to log into your Fortnite account on the Xbox and continue there playing with your homeboy while he signed into his Xbox account? Why not? You're just making it more convenient for the gamers, for the players. All right, that shit is dope, man. Just think about it. I go to my cousin's crib and whatnot, and I want to play on, let's say, fucking Battlefield. All right. Or even Destiny. I play a shitload of Destiny. Go to my cousin's crib and shit, man. I want to log into my account, my Xbox account, so like that I could keep getting my achievements, right? Keep breaking up my gamer score and whatnot while he's playing on his PlayStation account. That's for the players.
Sony
That's not
don't
for
care.
Microsoft. It's not for Sony. It's for the players. What is it that Sony doesn't get?
They don't care.
Say they was for the
Evidently
gamers.
not, bro.
Remember when they say they was for the gamers this generation?
It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
all
Remember
a
that?
ruse. It was
They were
all
saying
a
that
bunch of bullshit.
all that commercials and advertising they for the gamers. Tony fans,
It was all bullshit, yo.
how y'all feel? How y'all
Bullshit.
feel
Man,
about it now?
hey, Sony is for the gamers. I don't know what y'all talking about. Sony is all the way for the gamers.
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
hear your input, Chuck.
they,
I
What do you
gotta
they,
think
hear this
about all
they.
one.
this, bro?
I mean, actually, so they playing the ultimate game. They playing with everybody intelligence. That's what they playing with. I
Wow,
mean, hey, if they can get away
bro,
with
you are
that,
wrong
do
for
do
that.
your shit. But you can smell bullshit from a mile away. You know when it's funky. That's
Yep,
that smell that they bringing. And see what the thing
yep.
about it is, I'm still so excited just to see Sony take a punch. And then with Nintendo, see the thing about it is Microsoft can't sit there and just go blow for blow with Sony. They was getting ate up by the media. So they
Hmm
can't win. They was always getting crowded. But ain't nobody going to sit there and talk about Nintendo like that. They get away with
Nope.
stuff too. So Nintendo throw a blow at Sony. That's the juggernaut they need to watch. So actually, if you look at it, the media is not getting behind Xbox. Really, they really not getting behind Xbox. but they will get behind Nintendo, and they'll get behind Nintendo over Sony, and this the reaction we getting from that. So when we seeing this right here, Sony starting to realize you better not fuck with Nintendo. You can do all that stuff they've been doing the Xbox. Oh, y'all don't have no games, y'all ain't got no exclusive. This is how you trade games. They could do that. Then when the Xbox say something, why they doing this here talking about Sony, you know? But when Nintendo do it, it's a whole different ball game now. I mean, that might be the company that cripples Sony for the next generation. Just think about when Nintendo come and they gonna I seen a commercial where they're showing somebody with a Wii controller. I mean a Switch controller, and then I seen somebody else with an Xbox controller, and they were whipping back and forth fast. And the way they were showing it,
Oh,
I see that.
yeah. Now I mean that could all like damn that night, and it was about Minecraft, and they were playing together. I was like, yeah, they on some shit now, and it's a Nintendo commercial that's on the Nintendo YouTube channel. So the thing about it is we got that going on. So now Sony is in a predicament where they could either like, okay, it's just right now it's just Fortnite. They could kind of take a lick and try to keep doing what they're doing. But if more and more developers start saying, I want that too, that's when it's gonna be a real problem. See, right now they can overcome this here by just ignoring it. Now, if another developer come out and say that, now they in trouble. But then if they do start, they're gonna open up a floodgate. Because let's think about I was thinking about it. Said like PlayStation is all about the money, so they don't want you going to get that for the Xbox and purchase stuff on the Xbox and then being able to play it on the PlayStation. But what they should at least allow is for, let's say, if you have a PlayStation, you purchase something on the PlayStation, you can go play it. If you want to hop on the Xbox, you can go play it on the Xbox and carry all your stuff from the PlayStation. They should at least allow you that because you paid for it anyway. Dude. That's that part. I can see you say, I don't want y'all bringing no stuff to the PlayStation. That I can understand that because for them it's all about the money. And they don't really care about nothing else. That's their bottom line. The only word they know in English is no.
No, they need the money.
Yeah, it seems like what they're basically telling their consumers and what they're basically telling the players, right? That the only console you could play on is ours, right? Or PC. That's it. You can't play on tablets. You can't play on mobile devices. You can, and some games on Switch. Meanwhile, Microsoft is doing all devices, all platforms.
Well, let me ask you that: how can we put pressures on these developers, EA, Ubisoft, all of them, to get them?
Well, a lot of developers actually, just to clear things up, a lot of developers have actually gone to Sony about doing crossplay.
Yep.
Okay.
Sony keeps blocking them.
No.
All right. So a lot of the games that are out right now, they want the crossplay. Even a couple of the indie games, all right, they want the crossplay. Sony just keeps blocking them.
Rocket League,
Paladins. So what you're saying is when they go to Xbox, Phil Spencer goes, "Yup." When they go to Sony, Sony goes, "No." Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Well, but the minute they bring up Xbox, let's just say that the minute they bring up Xbox, it's no.
No.
Yeah, but see, but I put it this way: they want the money. People understand they still get a cut. Like if you go buy something off the Microsoft store, Microsoft get a cut off of whatever. We don't care what we buy. The developer don't get it all. Sony want it all. Sony like, okay, if you buy it from us, I don't want you to share it with the competitor. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want. Like if you bought it out of my store, I don't want you to
fucking free game though, man.
Yeah, but my thing is, Sony is. I think it's like I said, I'm not the most, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got the most motherfucking, I ain't the sharpest knife in the motherfucking cabinet, but I am real sharp. You think that you would have brought more people to go buy stuff on your thing just because they played on the Switch? You think people will go buy stuff on your platform? You still get a cut off of it. I don't care if it's 7 to 6 to 5 to 7 to 10%. You get a cut off of it. You're supposed to have up 10 million consoles sold. So you think, my thing is, I'll be having people like, well, go buy Fortnite on PlayStation. You got all this stuff, and go buy the stuff on here, and then you can go take it everywhere else. But they don't want that. So to my thing, it's like you're being stingy. Well, Microsoft is sitting there like, you know what? I don't mind being friends. You know, we don't have nothing. Look at Minecraft. Minecraft got what? You know what I'm saying? I think Minecraft brought Microsoft in a different perspective. When they bought Minecraft, they just couldn't say, okay, this is all Microsoft. When they bought
who's actually selling more games yearly? Was it Microsoft or Sony?
Sony's a little bit ahead. It was Microsoft.
So Microsoft is selling more games yearly. And why? Because they do it across all platforms, right? If Sony was to do the same thing, they're probably making a lot more bank as well.
Oh, with Minecraft, yeah.
Yeah, they would.
I think Red Dead gonna be the game that's gonna bust that shit open though with the crossplay. If they come out
that's
and say
the thing
we want
though. It's
crossplay,
like they're already looking to bring a lot of these games over the Switch.
Yeah, but Red Dead is not coming on the Switch, so you can't really on crossplay with it.
PlayStation. If Red Dead say that we want crossplay between Xbox and PlayStation,
you think Red Dead? If anything, it should have been GTA.
Yeah,
should have been.
That was before.
I would think it would be GTA Red Dead because there's a lot of stuff you can do on GTA Online.
They said they don't want to do it because of their security. Now you had a former exec saying it's about the money. It's not going to happen. They don't want to, and right now they don't have to. We can bitch and complain. How many times we bitch and complain at Microsoft and Microsoft changed something? How many times Sony fans bitch and complain? They don't have no problems with it. PlayStation Nation don't have no problem with it. It's the game.
Yeah, but that's why I say if it was a big developer that come out and put a real foot down, I'm telling you, Sony gonna have to.
It would have, you're right. It would have to be one of the major developers. Right. It's like, you know, one of the major developers to actually stand up and say, you know what, then we're not putting it on your platform.
Now that can happen, but you know what? You're not going to do that because you're wasting out on money. It's
exactly.
I mean, but who? But think about it. Who gonna be in before who though? Let's say if EA said, "Look, Madden, we want cross play."
You say you're gonna lose money, but at the same time, you would drive sales though.
How much?
Right? You would drive sales to a certain platform. Because if Red Dead was to come out, right, the Rockstar was to come out, Take-Two Interactive was to actually say, well, you don't want the crossplay. We want crossplay, but you don't want to do it. Well, guess what? We're not going to put the game on your platform. That's basically boxing Sony into a corner.
And the
Sony knows
that shit up.
Everybody's going to buy Red Dead.
Right.
Not really.
I don't know,
not really.
That's kind of hard.
No, not really. Yeah, because you already have it installed. People gonna sit there. It's already installed.
Hey, the media gonna eat that shit up.
I understand it's an install base, but let's say if I'm a dev, if you're a dev, right, that you want the crossplay across all platforms because you see there's more money to be made that way, and you have a certain developer, right, a certain publisher that doesn't want to play ball, but then you actually box him out the equation. He's gonna want to play ball because guess what? The minute he doesn't play ball, the competitor is going to start getting all the fucking loot.
That's
because you ain't want to play ball.
Because their game's so high.
But it's a ceiling.
Red Dead is a huge game, bro. We talking GTA, bro.
Yeah. I'm talking about the numbers.
But you gotta understand, why would I sacrifice? I'm making a statement.
But that's the thing. You're not really going to be sacrificing.
Okay.
Because Sony would have to play ball.
Right. You
really think Rockstar would do that? Sacrifice themselves all that money that they can make from both consoles?
I mean, just think about this here.
If they put a stance, they can make something happen.
Exactly, dude.
They say, Rockstar is for the gamers. They going all the way out behind the gamers. They doing that for the gamers. Man, everybody gonna stand behind it.
No, not the truth. Now, if you go do a second, like a AA game, something like that, I can see that. You can't do a AAA game. You understand? This is money. This ain't personal. You know,
but they're still gonna make crazy bank.
No, I'll put this way. That's not gonna make nobody go get an Xbox.
Okay, example: Titanfall 2.
Where the media
think about it, Titanfall 2. So putting on
GTA is huge, man, and Rockstar games are huge. That drove sales of the PS2 in the PS2 era. People were buying PS2s just for GTA 3.
Yeah.
All right.
And then they came out on Xbox
just for GTA 3, bro. Yeah, that's how big those Rockstar games are. I've talked to so many people online that tell me like the minute anybody brings up Rockstar in a conversation, everybody's like, "Yo, those is gods." All right, you know, no matter what, how many open world games there out there. Anytime somebody brings up Rockstar, they're like, "Oh no, those is the gaming gods, bro. Those is like on Mount Olympus." All right, I mean, it would be huge, man.
Yeah, I know it would be fucking huge. They're gonna analyze. You're gonna analyze. If they do that, you're gonna have the PlayStation Nation looking like, oh, they siding with them. They're not going to go buy.
No, you're going to get people actually going to get mad as hell. And so much salt is going to be thrown Sony's way. They're going to have to change their policy. They're going to be mad at Sony because they know it's Sony that's blocking it.
No, Sony is cocky right now.
Not that their gamers turn on them, bro.
Their gamers is not going to turn on. They're loyal, just like the Nintendo fans are loyal.
No,
like they
got 80 million consoles sold, bro. Their core gamers are about 15 to 20 million, bro. Not 80 million gamers. Right? Because God of War didn't sell no 80 million copies. God of War sold 5.
You got to go look at the analytics on it too. Is if you go break down the analytics on it, it's not even half. Third party sells more than first party titles.
Definitely.
I mean, that's
so your third party, if you're a third party individual, you cannot risk that chance. They can just sit there and go and commit. They can commit video game suicide.
All right, watch this here, Hunter. This is how you do this here. Say, Flip, you're a big GTA person, right? If I told you GTA, the next GTA is only going to be on the PlayStation because of Xbox and want to allow cross-play. Now,
what would you do?
Go get that PlayStation to play the game, or you'll stay with the Xbox?
Man, you know what? Fuck all of y'all on this podcast.
You going to get that PlayStation?
Y'all right there. You know what? No, but he got a point though. To be honest,
yeah.
I would think, yeah. I would bitch. Don't get me wrong. I will buy a PlayStation, but on the same token, it will probably take me a while to buy a PlayStation after I finish bitching and shit to Microsoft. Don't get me wrong. I will bitch to Microsoft and Rockstar.
Yeah, but you're gonna bitch to Microsoft for the first week or so, bro. Then after that, you're not gonna be able to fucking hold it no more. You're gonna be like, you know what, man? I need that GTA, man. This shit is like, it's like fire in my veins, bro.
And you're gonna bitch at Microsoft that arm. Cross-play.
Right.
Because you be playing the shit out of GTA, man. Every other day I look online, it's like flip money on GTA. Yeah. No wonder. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you give somebody like that let's say loves a franchise like that, like GTA. And then you know the next one is only going to be on PlayStation 4. It's not going to be on Xbox One. Shit, if I was a big GTA fan like that, as a matter of fact, I'll even go further than this. The Forsaken DLC for Destiny 2 that comes out this fall. If they said that shit was only on PlayStation, you know what? I'm getting a motherfucking PlayStation, bro. All right? Because that's how much I love playing Destiny. All right? And that would actually drive PlayStation sales. So that would have to be a deal that would have to be done between Rockstar, or not Rockstar, actually Take-Two, and Microsoft. Right? It would have to be a deal between them two. All right, in order to drive things like that, because you could actually get major sales like that. I mean, some stupid sales. Because Red Dead Redemption, I understand the analytics and everything, 100, I do. But Red Dead is one of those games that the month that shit launched years ago, it destroyed everything, even Alan Wake. All right, it destroyed everything.
Yeah.
All right, and that shit just kept selling over the years, like there was no fucking tomorrow.
That game was still
and then
selling.
GTA 5 came out, and that shit started selling like hotcakes, and GTA 5 is still fucking selling, huh?
Yeah,
these games is major games, bro. These are the biggest games on the planet.
This is what's crazy about what you're saying with GTA and Red Dead. Hold up, it's Red Dead. Is that GTA is still running off the 360 hardware, and it's still making money. Not even next generation, and it's still.
That's the highest grossing entertainment product ever. It's the highest grossing entertainment product. That's counting music, movies, all of that. GTA.
Or even though I understand where 100 is coming, let's just say they put it on all platforms, right? But then they throw out, because there's something the devs could also do in order to box Sony in the corner. Throw out things and features that are only cross-play compatible.
What you think Microsoft's doing with Minecraft? You're right about that. What they doing? They don't. PlayStation don't have the new version of Minecraft. Everybody else
with the 4K textures and none of that.
All that other stuff. Nintendo, Android, all that. They have that because they're playing with each other.
Yeah, the only place you can play Minecraft in 4K is on the X.
Yeah. No, you can do it on the X. You can do it on a PC. You can do it on all of them. You can do it on your phone with your phone.
Yeah, but you can't do the Switch though, because that doesn't support 4K.
Yeah, but you can still play. They go in 1080.
No, yeah, you can play it, and you'll be able to play with all the cross-play features and everything.
Yeah,
so yeah, actually, it's a good thing that Sony's taking that stance, because then they could actually throw cross-play features. See, if they ever do, like, let's say Red Dead, because I've seen some of the big games that are coming out, and some of the companies are saying that they're actually looking into it to do like I guess a scaled down version of their games for the Switch. All right. Which would be good. It actually won't look anything like the Xbox, like the Xbox One or the PS4, but it'll be a scaled down version. But still, you'll be able to play them on the Switch. Okay. So like Red Dead, the way it is, that shit will never hit the Switch. But if they do a scaled down version built for the Switch, then that's a possibility. All right, you can't. Obviously, we know they would have to build it from the ground up, because you really can't port, at least not the textures, unless they take like the build itself before they add all the textures, before they add everything. They could actually port the build over to the Switch, and then from there add the textures with the pipeline that they have on the Switch.
Well, and just do it at 720p.
Yeah, and then do it at 720p. So a lot of those big games are possible. They would just have to port over the assets before adding the texture work or any of that other stuff. Just the frame itself, the skeleton.
Right.
Well,
right.
If they can get the skeleton running, exactly. If they can get the skeleton to run, then they're good. Then all they would do is just use whatever pipeline and assets the Switch has in order to make your game look pretty.
When it goes in the dock, it goes 1080p, and then you let your TV upscale it to 4K.
You're not gonna see it though.
Yeah.
No doubt. I'm just saying, but that's a way that developers are actually looking into porting things over to the Switch now.
Yeah,
that they're going to be actually just they're throwing in the skeleton, basically the skeleton framework.
Because I'm gonna tell y'all guys this, and I'm sure He-Bot will agree with me. Like, yeah, you got to see Skyrim and all of that shit. Come on, you guys are already watch to see how.
E-Rock, we're kind of losing you, bro.
No,
sound low.
The pony's trying to grab
you. You sound low. Sound low, E-Rock.
Fight back, E-Rock. Fight back.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna see Red Dead 2 on the Switch.
Straight to the point.
Yeah. All right. I mean, who knows? I mean, like I said, I've seen some of the bigger developers talking about bringing their games, some huge ass games, over to the Switch. So we'll see how that works out, man.
It might be a dumb down version of it.
Yeah, just bring the quality of it down. That's it.
Exactly. Just bring the texture quality and all that stuff. As a matter of fact, you could even give it a cartoony art style. Why not? You don't really need to make it look like the games that that like the big dogs have it, because we know we ain't ever gonna see dope ass game like, let's say, a Gears or a God of War quality on fucking Switch. We know that's never going to be a possibility. That's not even in their dreams right now. But who knows? Anyway, let's go with you, He-Bot. What do you think, man?
About the crossplay thing?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's something that's cool, because we're in an era where now it's a possibility. Mm-hmm. We're able to do it. I don't see what the real big problem is, because these are multiplats, right? These are not IPs that are intellectually owned by either Microsoft or Nintendo.
It's not like they're coming over to somebody's house that has an Xbox and playing God of War.
Right. But it's property that they own, so I don't see the reasoning for it. But I just think it basically boils down to the fact that I don't think Sony is making as much money as people think they are. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of their games take long to come out. Not because they give their developers time, but because they wait until they get income in and they pay them and they continue to work until it finally gets done. And that's my belief. I believe that for quite some time.
And sometimes they don't even pay them, because, I mean, look at what happened to the Last Guardian. We still got the PS3 game.
Yeah. And they tried to say that, and that was clearly the port. It was shelved and they took it back out. But look, to give you an idea, Detroit All Humans, although it looked more updated and more modern, was only $30 million, right? And I say only because in Game Talk and for developers, that's not really a lot of money. As opposed to Heavy Rain, that was on PS3 and had way less technological advanced, technology doing with the game, it cost $52 million. You see what I'm trying to say? So, the you know how they say the return
It's a lot higher,
is a lot higher because of the fact that they don't spend
and the
as much,
games are cheaper to make.
Right. So people don't even realize that. That's another thing. But also, so I think that part of the reason is because they really need money. Because if anybody really keeps up with stocks and stuff like that, after E3, Sony stocks went down again. As a matter of fact, after this whole cross-play debacle, it went down again. So that means it's two drops.
Yo, as a matter of fact, yo, thanks for letting me know that, Yo, Sony, keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm rooting for you. Never allow crossplay, bro. Never allow it.
It had two drops in less than a month, right? Because E3 was this month, and it's been like 2 weeks, right? Something like that. Yeah, like a week. So that's a problem.
It sounds like some people on the board of directors at Sony, some people might be losing their jobs. That stock keeps going down.
Let's see. Well, that's why they brought in that money, dude. That's why that money.
Okay.
And remember that, they were talking about, they're going to talk about PS5, and you saw they didn't mention it. Because now when Microsoft said we're already working,
which is the fucked up thing.
Right. So that made them be like, oh shit, so how we're gonna approach this? Because we know we can't match their console money to money. There's no way in the world.
They're not even gonna match the next Xbox. They're not matching the X anytime soon. And when the 5 comes out, whatever console Microsoft comes out with is gonna destroy
that's what I'm saying.
The PS5 can do in output.
So now they gotta figure out, well, are we gonna go full streaming? Are we gonna do a box that's comparable? How are we gonna get to do it? So they're in a bind, although they're not gonna say it, but they are in a bind because they opened up, Pandora's box, so to speak. Because Microsoft is a company with unlimited money right now. Like you said, they're about to be $1 trillion company, and
they
they're
woke
invested
up the sleeping dragon, bro.
Right. And Phil said, Satya said, we're invested heavy on Xbox because Phil proved that Xbox is profitable, and he did it. Even though people thought he wouldn't, and he did. So now it's he cuts the check whenever he needs it because he believes in Phil. The other thing too is there's a lot more to this because. My idea, and I spoke about this earlier, is, this is going to bring good partnerships in the sense that maybe now with Nintendo, you can have characters like, let's say, the Banjos, obviously, as a guest character in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, Smash Brothers, though, man. I wouldn't mind that. Matter of fact, they can have Super Lucky. Over there
Super Lucky
well.
still
have Super Lucky feature
even
over there.
Ori,
Blinks.
think about it.
Even throw Blinks over there. Voodoo Vince, man, shit. Why not?
Ori, you could put a couple of
Ori, yo, that shit would be sick, man. Yo, I would actually get Super Smash if they had Ori on that bitch.
It would fit well because he was also in that game, Rival. Remember that game, that 8-bit game that's on the indie market space called Rival? He's in there. Ori, you could play as a character as Ori in that game.
Oh,
wow.
It's like a fighter. Yeah. What's up?
Hey, how many times since I've been on this podcast? I think I've been doing this with y'all guys for almost a year now. How many times have we heard you guys say, you and Kaleidoscope say, you woke the sleeping giant, and everybody did comment to the comment section like, oh, y'all fanboys. How fucking crazy is everything you and Kaleidoscope said about waking a sleeping giant? That shit
because we
do.
Eventually,
you're gonna get burned. That is what it is. So yeah, so that, but I think also not only that, maybe in the back of their heads, Microsoft also is opening up a door where something like GoldenEye can be on the Xbox console for the very first time in so long without the constraints that Nintendo was giving them because they have a good relationship. And even though
is so true,
you know what I mean? And even though Rare is owned by Microsoft still respects the fact that Rare associates with Nintendo because some people still look at them. I just respect Rare when they were with Nintendo. So it's a good partnership. And it's
and the thing is that Rare has done games for one of Nintendo's platforms even after Microsoft owned them. because if I'm not mistaken, Viva Pinata came out on the DS.
It did. It did.
Wow. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
It did. It was a small title, but they did it. They then allowed it. They still allowed
And
it.
as a matter of fact, Blue Dragon came out on the DS.
I believe so. Yeah. So, this would be great because it's a win-win for both. It's a good partnership. They already done it with Ubisoft, but I also think that Nintendo was also spooked when they had that big success, like I said earlier today also, with the Wii U, the most successful selling console in history in such a short time, that just completely decimated and fell down and got no support and completely crumbled. And then they did the Wii U. They did the Wii U as a counteractive move because it came out sooner than expected, which they thought they were going, because it was innovative, obviously, but in a different way. They thought it was going to pick up, and what happened? It didn't, because they didn't have enough software. Okay,
not just the software though. That's another thing. I think it's also the name. By naming it the Wii U, the casual gamers thought it was an add-on.
Right, and also the power. It wasn't there. It wasn't really a big leap either.
Exactly. So they thought most of the consumers assumed it was an add-on, bro.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't see much of a difference.
No, you're right. The controller alone to replace it was like $185. That controller was expensive. So
that was a misstep.
I think they realized, because Nintendo was really hurting. Also, the only thing that really kept Nintendo was that they hit gold with the amiibos, because they were originally a toy company, and they brought back these amiibos that are like kind of toy statues, and then they connected it with the games. And that was a gold mine, because amiibos was a big thing. You guys know it. It was like Fortnite is now. It was like, whoa, amiibo.
That's when everybody started cashing in on the craze. From anywhere from Disney and Activision, they both jumped in. It's like, oh shit, that's money to be made there. You saw how hard it failed for them.
Right? So, and I think it only worked more for Nintendo because it had a lot of iconic Nintendo characters that people loved, and they made only small amounts. So they played ball. They played the game, and they played their fans, because they know their fans will take it up the ass anyway. Their fans are like that too. Not for nothing. And let's be real. Nintendo was the king of what Sony's doing now. They started it. They were the ones who started this. And then Sony just took their playbook and continued it, because they had more money at that time when Nintendo was going through that drought where they were starting to fall, and PlayStation took over. Right. So, Nintendo knows how to be mudslingers as well. I think Reggie has finally realized, listen, we got to try to convince the old traditional Japanese way of thinking. These guys are the big deal online. They got money. We're the darlings of video games. No matter what we do, people kiss our ass because we're Nintendo. And so they're like, we got to stick with the big guns and the big boys. So let's take this chance and let's see where it goes, because we have nothing to lose. And if it works, that means it's gonna be fruits for Nintendo, and it's gonna be fruits for the developers of Fortnite and whatever game else is there, and obviously Microsoft. And again, the biggest people that are gonna win here is the community, the gaming community, and us, the gamers, which is not a bad thing. That's why, even though these stupid, dumb Sony fans don't realize it, this is even good for their dumbasses. You know what I'm trying to say? In the long, in the long thing of it, and as far as in the long haul, in the long run, and they just don't see it yet because they're too blanketed with having the bragging rights of, yeah, we're the best, we're the number one console, and they don't understand that it's just more about being the number one console. It's about being able to continue to evolve gaming forward, and if they don't step up to the plate, those games that look like movies that everybody's praising right now eventually are going to get stale, and people are going to get tired of them.
They already get stale.
Right. And when they start getting tired of them, they're like, damn, it's the same type of game. I mean, you look at Horizon, you look at Last of Us 2, you look at Days Gone, you look at Days Gone, you looked at God of War. They all have the same feel with different coat of paint, so to speak, right? And that's not me trying to be an asshole. Just look at the games. You see it. Even the Ghost of Tsushima feels stealthy, but just in feudal Japan. You see what I'm saying? Or it feels like something like maybe, I don't know, Uncharted, but with feudal Japan in a sense. or you know, a little bit, not too much, but you know what I'm trying to say. So you know, eventually people on that side are gonna wake up and be like, "Yo, we want some innovation. We want something different." You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think it's great, but let's see where it goes. But I think this is going to be a bigger opportunity for Xbox to be able to do more things with properties that they want to, like the GoldenEye, like I said, down the stretch. I don't think it's going to be where you're going to see a Mario game on Xbox. I don't think so, because I think both companies could still partner up and not steal each other's IDs or I mean properties or anything like that. You might have a cameo like Sega did with Nintendo. We never thought we would have ever saw that back in the day, and lo and behold, we've seen many games with Sonic and Mario. So I think don't be surprised if later in the future you see Mario with Master Chief or Mario with Super Lucky Tales or Cuphead or Blinks or or Conquer or anything like that all over again. In these games, because it's just good for business. It's good for their image.
It is
So,
good for their image, and right now their image has been tarnished.
Yeah. So I mean, actually, I hope they wake up and spill the Kool-Aid. But my thought on it is, I think it's great. But if the fans on Sony's side just keep crying about it, you're gonna be left behind, and the train's just gonna keep moving.
Can I ask you a question?
All right, Bubba.
You think this, Microsoft doing this with, what I'm saying, with we the West and they the East, that, Microsoft might get some Japanese handouts, you know what I'm saying?
From maybe, because see, it's like Kaleidoscope said earlier, they just teamed up. No, it wasn't Kaleido, I think it was Triple Chuck. They teamed up with the most profound company and adored company in the world, which is Nintendo. Okay, and history. Even though they shitted on people and shitted on their fans and done a lot of stupid shit, but every time they do something stupid, they just say, "It's okay, Nintendo, make up for it. We forgive you." It's always been like that with them. No other company has pulled that off. Not even Sega. Okay, so
let me ask you this, Ebot, real fast. I'm feeding off what Livewire just said in the comment section, but I'm just changing it myself. Do you think if Microsoft and Nintendo continue on doing business the way that they are and continue on doing crossplay, do you think it might be too late for Sony?
That all depends on the fans that support them on every side. See, their fanboys are going to stick to their guns. They've always have.
Yeah, they're fanboys. They would burn in hell.
But that's going to depend on us, meaning the dudes that we play on all platforms, even though we prefer Xbox or Nintendo. That depends on the ones that buy the multiple consoles. If they say,
fans sound like a bunch of racists to me, bro.
Oh, yeah. They'll stick to their guns no matter what, dude.
All right, because check this out. The reason I'm saying that is just, sorry that I'm cutting you off, though. It's just, I'm looking at this thing on some website, The Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast. And, basically what their podcast is about is, should gamers be worried for the PlayStation brand?
Right.
All right. Now, I'm going to probably listen to this podcast later, but it's just what I saw in the comment section by one of these Sony fans that only bleed blue. All right. All right. He just sounds racist in this comment, though, but still, let me go. I'm not worried about PlayStation at all. They were or will continue to be number one. I buy a PlayStation to have a PlayStation experience, not a generic online one. All right. If people want to share that experience with me, they will have to buy a PlayStation. I emphatically support zero crossplay between systems. I do not want my investment in PlayStation diluted by others playing on different systems.
Right.
Sounds like sour
grapes. How your shit gonna be diluted? It might help. It might help.
I'm gonna add one more thing.
The shit that tripped me out is just the diluted shit. Yo. I don't want my experience to be diluted.
I don't say that one.
Listen, case in point, what I just said. Their fans are hardcore. Look, and I'm gonna add to what Kaleidoscope said today on Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw it because I kind of tagged almost everybody here. I say almost because I might have missed someone. When they put up a meme that had a middle finger that basically said, "We shall conquer on our own." fuck being together or some shit, and had a middle finger with PlayStation Blue, and then Xbox and Nintendo were in the top, and it said it on that meme, meaning that's how by one of their fans. Their fans really live and die by their console because that's the only console and gaming experience they ever had. So they think that they're the ones who did and started all this when it's not that at all. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
that's the point, though. Is like they seem like they live in basements or something, bro. It's like there's so many platforms, so many games out there. Why would you not want to try another game if it looks cool?
And you can still love your PlayStation, exactly.
I know you could still prefer your PlayStation. There's no foul in that, people.
And it took Faithful to a whole nother level, huh?
Hey guys,
yeah, dude, talk about a cult, man. Damn.
I'm sorry, guys. I gotta step out. I gotta go get my daughter from work. I gotta get out of here. I'm sorry.
All right.
For sure.
Bye. See you guys soon.
Bye.
All right.
Thanks for bringing your thoughts and comments to this shit. That shit was dying. But yeah, it's like they tripping, man. It's like, dude, you could still enjoy gaming on another platform, people. You know what I'm saying? Just like me personally, I prefer Xbox. But when I wanted to play God of War, I went to my cousin's house. When I played the Order 1886, I went to my cousin's house. When I wanted to play Bloodborne, I went over there. You know what I'm saying? And those games I think are dope as fuck too. Well, not Bloodborne so much, but still, you know, I think most of those games are dope as hell. I can still play them and enjoy them on another platform.
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just about to go thing and I hung up accidentally. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Khalid. I'm sorry.
It's all good. No, go ahead. Say what you were saying, though.
No. I was saying goodbye, but you were saying something. Oh, thanks for your thoughts, and I accidentally turned it off.
So my bad. Yeah. Let people know where they can reach you at in 09, yo.
Right here with my fams at the Micropod of X over there with the UK brothers and Microbox of X, and Twitter for Hebot Powerful Gamer, on YouTube Hebot with a capital H hyphen in between E and the B, capital B, and Xbox Live Hebot 8, and then with intromediagaming.com with my family over there. And then also with my family at New Legal with Direct Gaming in the DX Infinite Rooms of the DX Mansion. I know it's a mouthful, but that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I'm putting up a couple of videos. You guys want to check them out? I did some toy videos with the new Halo stuff, and I'm doing a Dreamcast retro vid. So I hope you guys enjoy it. All right.
All right. And any final thoughts before you leave?
Yeah, Xbox for life, Nintendo for life. Fuck you, Sony. Love you guys. That's how everybody's gonna get triggered after that. Watch that shit. Be good, man.
All right. Well, good shit, yo. All right, so yeah, people. You know what I'm saying? You could enjoy other platforms, man. There's no big deal. Ain't no foul in that. I play Super Smash. I don't own a Nintendo, but I play Super Smash in my cousin's crib. Why not? It's a fun game. All right. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind if they bring the cross-play. I just see it as more convenient for the gamers. Because think about it. Not everybody has just one console. So there's a lot of multi-console owners out there. You know what I'm saying? They want to experience games on everything. And that cross-play thing doesn't affect them. Because they don't mind buying other consoles and whatnot. Why? Because they just enjoy gaming as a whole. All right? Now,
well, I heard a guy today talk about cross-play, and it was kind of crazy. It was kind of made me things that make me say, huh? He said,
what did he say?
Yeah. He said, you know what about we in this console war shit tough, right? You know, they go at us all the time. What if I get my team against your team? You get your PlayStation team, I get my Xbox team, let's go head up. And like I say, in a Call of Duty or in a, you know what I'm saying? In a third. Like we going in and we can actually stream the shit.
Yep.
To me, I said, okay, that's up in the game. That's up in the level. Like, you know, we always say Sony always moving the goalposts. Fuck the goalposts. We finna bring the goalposts back in. We is 1st and 10. You know what I'm saying? Get your best boys to get my best boys. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it's a lot of PlayStation guys don't like us. So get your group to get with our group. I don't even play Call of Duty. I might just play Call of Duty just to wreck somebody.
Yep.
I might get shot 2 times.
Everybody versus PlayStation turn.
Yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I can't play Fight Night with you because I ain't got backwards compatibility, so we can't have no shit like that. But if it's
then we could really have PlayStation versus Xbox. That sounds so dope.
Yeah. And like I say, to me, that person brung that I watched the video today. They brung that up, and I didn't think about that. Like, to me, that will be like traditional kind of like console war. Like,
hell yeah, that would be the literal console war, bro. You know what? They could actually start a fucking Twitch stream on that shit, or even a Mixer stream on that, bro. PlayStation versus Xbox, man. Xbox versus PlayStation. Wow.
Or Xbox versus Nintendo. Something like that.
Xbox versus Nintendo. Damn, that's the real console war. See, people, we need more shit like this, man. We do. All right, because that cross-play shit, that shit would be so dope, man. Imagine motherfuckers on Xbox going against dudes on PlayStation and Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? That shit would be crazy, man. Or even in Battlefield. That shit would be crazy. We'll see who's the best and whatnot, man. You know what I'm saying? That people could talk smack, talk things at each other, especially if Microsoft gets that Discord shit, man. That'll be a whole new ballgame.
Yeah. And we can communicate with each other. That's the whole thing. I want to be communicating. You know, I hate playing like, especially like if we play Halo. I hate playing Halo with a squad I can't talk to.
Yeah, then we could just start snapping on each other too, man. Somebody like my cousin will be yelling at me and say, "Call, man, how the hell you get around me, man?" Yo, it's that DualShock you using, bro. That shit don't work.
Yeah,
use a gamepad. A symbol on the head, let you know they.
I'm just saying, though. What I'm saying?
Yeah, they can be blue, we can be green, and they can be red. Nintendo can be red. Yeah. Let's go. Then we like, oh,
that shit would be so dope, man.
Give me them two. I take them two to get on with you because I trade 2 for 1. He can't shoot. So give me him. I take him because he can shoot. And you can have 2 of my guys because they can't shoot. But they're going to help you out to win anyway. Think about that like in Titanfall. Stuff like that. Like third party. You know what I'm saying? We're going to play, you know, Collide, you know we play fighters like a motherfucker. Taking in all them, and we can actually go in on each other.
Take that shit to the next level, man. We could take that shit to the next level, bro. Next level of gaming and whatnot. Know what I'm saying? Crossplay. Everybody playing against each other on multiple platforms and shit. Seeing who's really the best, who really has the best gamers, man. And we're gonna find out that there's gonna be good ass gamers on every fucking platform, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll probably end up getting bodied in Tekken, yo. 100. We'll get bodied in Tekken and shit by some dude on a fucking Switch. It's like, what the fuck? He's like, yo, I play Super Smash all the time, bro. I was like, what? Get the fuck out of here.
Look at Destiny. Can you imagine teaming up or just teaming up with somebody on Destiny?
Shit, man. I wouldn't mind doing raids with motherfuckers on Destiny, man. I don't give a fuck where you at.
Like your cousin. You said your cousin like PlayStation, right? You know your cousin that brung in, right? He like PlayStation, right?
Yeah, I'll be going with my cousin and shit, man. I was like, yo, let's go do this raid, yo.
Let's go do this raid. Go log into this server and go do this raid with me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I cannot stand a PlayStation controller. It don't fit my hand. It fit my hand for Metal Gear, but other than that, it don't fit. I can't play with it like that. When I go play, I played Madden the other night, the homie on PlayStation Pro, and he was like, it don't feel natural. It didn't feel like natural. Like I'm natural playing with this. And then he was like, and then he gonna bring it. I got what you call it? What do you call that? I got stunned. Then they come out with the Xbox. This is what you're looking for. Oh, okay, this is my thing. Let's go. Money on the wood now. $20. I can play better than that. But you know, it's just you know, it's nothing wrong with third party games.
It's something about that left thumbstick, huh? On the PlayStation controller, about the left thumbstick. When you be trying to move your hand, it just don't move right.
Like I'm trying to run. Think about it. The analog sticks is too close to me. My thumbs bump with each other. I like how you know they're far away. I don't bump I got like long fingers, so that's just me. You know what I'm saying? But it took me a while to play Metal Gear. I ain't gonna lie. Metal Gear feel more natural on PlayStation than being on Xbox because I'm so used to the button combination.
Yo, that D-pad still be fucking with me, man. I can't front. That shit still fucks with me. But the D-pad is on top on the PlayStation, and it's on the bottom for Xbox. So, know what I'm saying? Every time I play with the PlayStation, I'm always trying to go down in order to hit the D-pad, and it's up.
And then when I play first-person shooters, I like the rumble. I like the feedback. I like.
But we got the rumble triggers.
Yeah. So they don't. So it don't feel. I know how to play without them. A lot of people told me to quit playing with them. Like when I play Halo, quit playing with the rumble, cut the rumble off. But I need that. I need to feel the recoil.
I mean, that brings excitement to the game.
That's next level shit right there, the rumble, man.
Feel it, but they say that the pros don't use it.
Yeah,
That the guy said was a
it
pro.
might
He
throw
said
your
I don't
aim
use it.
off.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
I don't use it. But I'm like, I need it because that's the kick. I feel like, I ain't saying I was a criminal in my former life or nothing like that, but I like to get some feedback. I need to hear and that's what I liked about the rumbles when I get on PlayStation on that controller. I don't feel that rumble in that trigger and it kind of throw me out. And it's not like a full trigger. But that's my, that is my preference. I'm not saying, what I'm saying? My thing is, I can use everything on the Xbox thing, but you can't use everything on the PlayStation. Who really used that PlayStation mess? Who really used that pad at the top? The last thing I knew was what Far Cry 4 used it. When what I'm saying, the little D-pad supposed to be like a mouse. What really game really utilize that?
I
You
might be
can do it on the
surprised
map and Watch Dogs and shit.
when I
You can do it on the maps
had
and
my
stuff. That's about
PlayStation
it.
3. I had my PlayStation 3.
But
I ain't
ain't it
gonna
a waste
lie.
of space?
I used my Xbox controller. It's this little device that they had called MXB or MBX. Switch joint. You could just hook your cord up to it and hook it up to your own PlayStation and hook your Xbox 360 controller to it. That's how I was playing my PlayStation. I never used that PlayStation controller.
Wow.
Yeah, it
That's
ain't
just crazy.
it ain't horrible. It's bad, but it ain't horrible. It just your hands be slipping off of it because like with the way it's shaped, it's not shaped in an oval shape for your hands. How your hands naturally sit, it's
Right.
more kind of boxy, like so you kind of like got it,
Let's
like you
be
almost
real,
throwing a gang
man.
signs or some shit. You gotta, your fingers ain't natural.
That control is made for 2D games. Like the games right now control the thumbstick. Wouldn't you want the freaking control next to the buttons? Like the NES, the D-pad was next to the buttons. GameCube, when they went with analog, they put the freaking analog next to the buttons. Sony, they still haven't figured that out for some reason. I don't know what's up.
That controller is made for little Japanese hands.
Well, it's good for playing 2D games because it's right there.
And,
I'll give it
all
that. But
all
that's
their
it.
players have carpal tunnel syndrome. That's why they're all so pissed off all the time.
Yeah.
There it is.
Now, the funniest shit I heard was when, GTA, it's amazing because the light flashes and you hear the siren come out of the controller. I'm like, that's a Wii feature, right? The siren coming out of the controller. That's something the freaking first Wii did. That was a child's toy. That's what you called it.
Yeah, because I would even play Tiger Woods. When I swing it, you used to hear when you hear that, you hear it through the
Yeah,
controller.
you hear the sword slicing in Zelda. You hear the fairy. You hear Wii Sports. You hear the freaking tennis racket. All that stuff.
I mean,
But
that ain't no
yeah,
bad feature. It just
it's
irrelevant,
corny.
especially if
Let's
you
be
got
real.
on headphones or you
Yeah,
got surround
exactly.
sound system going.
But yeah, I got some shit to say about this whole crossplay thing.
All
Fucking
right. Go in.
basically, obviously, it's a messed up move, and Sony, they pretty much want to isolate their fans from any other brand. Master Chief and Blackie Lebowski, they had this video. Unfortunately, it's not up, where they pretty much broke down the cult-like marketing that Sony does, and the tactics. Like they use little words like the PlayStation family and shit, trying to make it seem like it's more than what it is, and they try to make fans feel attached to it. Like you go to a store like Hot Topic, Thingy, Spencer's Gifts, where they sell like video game shirts and shit. You look at the Xbox shirts and the Nintendo shirts, and the Xbox shirts, you see Halo stuff or Gear stuff, like the COG sign or the Halo logos or just Master Chief. Nintendo, you see all their characters. You see Link, Zelda, Mario. With Sony, you just see the X, circle, triangle, square. You do not see Nathan Drake. You do not see Last of Us. You don't see any of their games there. They're just trying to force the brand down your throat. With Microsoft and Nintendo, they have games, to rely on that are recognizable and that are household names. Sony, the only household name is the PlayStation name, and they kind of want to keep it that way. That's how I see it. And they're really just trying to, pretty much trying to ignore Microsoft and Nintendo's existence. They don't even want to acknowledge that they exist. At least when it's in their favor. When it's time to sling mud and talk shit, yeah, then they'll allude to Xbox. But now that the pressure's in their favor and that they might lose a little bit of money and that they might lose a little bit of mind share, they can't fathom that. They want that mind share. and it's pretty fucked up, man. And the gamers like the marketing tactics I'm talking about worked because that guy in that comment that Kaleida just read is exactly what Sony wants with their marketing, with the for the player shit. When people hear that, they start getting that mentality like that dumbass in the comment section. Oh, they're for me. Microsoft, they never really said, "Oh, we're for the players," because they are a business. Nintendo either. And let's not get it twisted. None of these companies really care for us. But Sony's out here pretending like they're your family and that they care for you. It's bullshit. And they actually got suckers believing this shit. It's sad, bro. And I'm glad you read that comment, Collider, because that just highlighted this point that I was trying to make.
Yeah, like a motherfucker too.
Yeah, man. I didn't expect that.
Wow. Yeah, it's just to trip me out, man. Like the mentality that some of these gamers have, man. You'd swear it's like it would just make it more convenient. And I like what 100 brought up about, people challenging each other. You know what I'm saying? On various games, from Battlefield to Call of Duty, Titanfall, whatever, man. We could all challenge each other on different platforms. Really have a real console war, man. Damn. That's and that shit would be a lot more. I guess, it wouldn't be a bad thing. It would be a really good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who's going to win this week, man? Is it going to be Sony or Microsoft? Is it going to be Xbox or PlayStation? It ain't even going to be about the corporation. It's going to be whether it's going to be the Xbox players that win or the PlayStation gamers that win. That's what's up, man.
What to think about, like, usually, like last year, Call of Duty was across the street from my house at the Forum. They had the World Championship. What if they had Xbox, the major championship, Xbox versus PlayStation, the ultimate? And you had crossplay with each other and go in, because I know a lot of like K Mega's son was a pro Call of Duty fan. He kind of fell off because when they went to he had to play on the PlayStation controller and he don't want to relearn something like that. Wow. What about it? He can put his crew together, saying maybe Jabari can put his crew together and they can go head up, prime time, be on TBS or something, Xbox for. You think the networks wouldn't pick that up?
Hell yeah. They picked that shit up in a heartbeat, bro. In a heartbeat, man. And whatever dude streamed it, he's gonna be getting so many fucking views. It's gonna be fucking retarded, bro.
So it's nothing wrong with I love competition. Like I said, I don't win every game.
No, we just come and represent and shit, man.
I love
you wanna know what's funny, guys? Nintendo and Microsoft are both in Redmond, Washington, aren't they? I know they're both in the same state. That's for a fact.
Yeah, I think they knew him.
So I think they pretty much just drove down there, knocked on the door, and said, "Hey, we want to do crossplay." And Nintendo's like, "All right, yeah, sure."
Well, what Epic was talking about, it was already built in the code. Remember, they cut it on accident. They tried. They did it on purpose.
Oh yeah,
so it was probably built in the code already. So they wanted to see if it can kick in. So they my bad. But then which got to put the cease and desist letter, cut that shit off. That's what Sony said. Shut that shit off, Marsh. I'm saying shut that. Marsh.
He brought it in the comments. He just said his cousin has the PlayStation symbol tattooed on his arm. That's exactly what I'm fucking talking about. Crab Gamer has a Gears tattoo, not an Xbox tattoo.
Yeah.
Remember.
Exactly.
People get the Halo sign tattooed.
Man.
That far, yo. I love that Xbox, but I don't know if I could go that far, yo. Oh no,
I understand. The Gears tattoo is dope though. That skull insignia, dude. Tell me that shit wouldn't be a dope tattoo.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, if people didn't even know what that was, it'd be dope. It's a dope just design on general,
I would do
people see that. Oh, that's a cool hat design.
I want to do a look me on tattoo.
You don't see anybody with the Nintendo logo tatted on. You don't really see that. And Nintendo's has mad crazy fans. You don't see people with Nintendo shirts. If it's a Nintendo shirt, it has all the characters on it.
Hey, but you can't feel female with a
how
Mario
stupid
tattoo
that sounds to
Zelda.
see somebody with a tattoo of a PlayStation logo? That's like seeing somebody with a tattoo of a Levi logo. The jeans.
For real, or Nike logo.
It's marrying yourself to a brand, bro. That's something that you really love to play. You know what I'm saying? How can you love to play a brand?
Exactly.
You love the games that brand is putting out, right? Yeah, exactly. That's a game that you love playing.
Like people can have a Batman tattoo. Like if you have a Batman tattoo, all right, cool, you like Batman. But if you have a DC tattoo, I'm just like, whoa, it's a little weird.
I know that's saying that everything in DC you love. Come on,
I
no,
love.
no, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
certain
not getting.
characters that I won't love there. Know what I'm saying? Not from DC, but freaking
Look at
because
this.
there's a lot
Shaq
of
got a
it's only
Superman
Look at
tattoo.
this.
E-Rock. The only reason I'm saying is characters like elongated, man.
Hey,
I can't do it. Know what I'm saying?
Kaleidoscope. You see what
I
I got,
can't
right?
do it. What's up?
A phone case, a Nintendo phone case for my phone. I got that. That's the closest I'm gonna go. It's a
Nobody
phone
want to
case.
see your Obama phone.
Ain't no Obama phone. Hey, listen here. I love my Obama phone, man. Put it out.
Hey, even
Yeah, but
Shaq
that's
got
the
a tattoo
controller though. That's
of
not the logo.
Superman.
That's the
This
controller, not the logo.
sucks, man. This is getting
Yeah.
me ticked
No, I'm
off.
saying yeah, but it's a phone case of a
Right.
controller.
Right? Yeah, that's a dope one. Yeah, yeah, I like that one. I've seen that one.
Wow. Guys, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I'm gonna let you guys know. Hyper Universe, the beta, has
I
finally
played it
came out. It
today.
actually came out yesterday on the Xbox Insider program. I'm actually playing that shit right now. It's actually pretty fucking cool, but it's only gonna be around for a week. And I'm actually trying to get into a quick match, but I guess it's a fucking beta. That shit just keeps canceling out on me. Right?
Yep.
So I could play against the
Play against
AI
the
and
bots.
whatnot. It's pretty
Yeah, play
cool,
against the
yeah, against
bots.
the bots. But when I try to play quick match, I can't. And then the thing is, this is the funny thing. It says game found. Let's see if it goes through now. It's probably gonna tell me no in a second,
No,
and I'm gonna let you
you
know
gotta.
why that's fucked up. All right, I'm actually give them feedback on this. Oh no, waiting for other players. Nope, the match has been canceled again. That's the fifth time. You were penalized for repeatedly rejecting matching inactivity, leaving a match in progress, or being reported. You will be restricted from playing if your penalty increases. See, that's some bullshit. All I'm trying to do is connect. And now they're already penalizing me because they say I keep quitting out of the matches when I'm not quitting out of their
Wow,
fucking matches. That's some bullshit right there
that is.
What
that
game
they
is
need to
this?
fix up with their fucking algorithm and whatnot. And I'm gonna say this right now live. Yo, Hyper Universe, y'all need to fix your shit right. Because I'm
Oh.
trying to get it on match and it's saying I'm canceling out the matches and whatnot repeatedly when the only match I canceled out of was one because I couldn't pick a freaking character. It just sent me to the freaking thing right out the gate. So I'm gonna go
You
play
catch
the
three, we
AI.
won.
Fuck it.
Can't get a grand slam. We want 82. Okay.
Should we talk about State of Decay before we get up out of here?
State of Decay, definitely, man.
I was about
Well, let
selling
us know what's
God
going
of
down with
War.
State of Decay. What's
Oh,
going on
that's
with
Somebody
State of
that
Decay?
sold God of War.
Number one on the MPD outsold Detroit in its first month and God of War in its second month. So outsold and it outsold a couple of Nintendo's games. I forget which ones off the top of my head. I think it was Kirby. So the top selling exclusive and the top selling game in general last month in America, in the North America, was State of Decay 2, the 68 Metacritic game. What are your guys' thoughts?
You said 68.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's
Metacritic.
68 Metacritic.
Yeah, this shit went
That's like, I
below.
gotta take my
68
shirt
is
off.
number one, bro.
Oh Lord, damn. That's the new
Hey,
90,
just
huh?
imagine if it would have been a 69 then.
So what does that tell everybody? How much is how much did Metacritic count to the sales of State of Decay?
They full of
It's
bullshit.
fucked up, bro. It's
Hey,
kind of weird
Microsoft
because
finally
like
got past their ass. That's what really happened.
hell yeah,
Microsoft games that
Exactly.
got past that shit. Cause
and this
they was killing a lot of Microsoft games, but not no more. That's letting you
hmm
know that they gonna survive.
the
You got
gamers have
Sea of
spoken.
Thieves and State of Decay. They got past the Metacritic bullshit. That's a good day for us.
Why can't Microsoft find like another outsource whiz though that would give you good, reliable scores? Because
Do it.
the
They all
score
for it.
system that they're giving right now, especially when you got Metacritic damage control and making up all these extra bullshit on the game that could have been, game that to me that was good and possible could have been good to quite a few other people, but they want to. Man, they need to get them out of here, man. Fuck Metacritic for real. Fuck them. Hope they run out of fucking business.
I mean, they got other people, but they just the most well known. That's the only reason why. I mean,
Just like
even though
Rotten
they
Tomatoes,
bullshit,
don't mean you're the best.
right? Exactly.
What are your thoughts on that, Iraq?
Hey man, I'm loving it, man. Sea of Thieves, which once again, like I said, Sea of Thieves is already my game of the year. No matter what else come out, Sea of Thieves is my game of the year. State of Decay 2, which I enjoy a lot. All of these games was diabetic dog shit. They was crap. Zaire, oh, it's garbage. It's crap. It's crap. It's crap. I love it, man. I love it because You Xbox gamers, you went out, you bought the software, you supported the games, you didn't listen to these critics who were just hating on the games because they were on Xbox, because that's what it seems like now. Y'all didn't listen to this shit. Y'all went out and y'all bought the games and they exceeded expectations. I mean, it's all part of the dominoes, man. The dominoes, this E3, the crossplay shit, Microsoft announcing the Scarlet. It's all of these dominoes is falling, man. This has been a great couple of months for Xbox, but I mean, congratulations to Undead Labs on getting number one purchased by Xbox. Congratulations for State of Decay because I played the game, man. And yeah, I saw a couple of glitches, but it is nowhere near the glitch fest that everybody said it is. The game is fun to play. I mean, once you get past your initial playthrough, your first couple of hours you will get burnt out because it seems like you ain't doing shit but running out for supplies, and the people back at your fucking compound is busy bitching nonstop. And I had to throw one dude that was sick. I sent him outside, let me get ate up by zombies. I said, man, fuck you, you out of here. But like once you get past that and start destroying them plague hearts, then the game picks up. Hey man, I just love it, man. I'm happy that Microsoft's games are just blowing up. They making money. Y'all enjoying the games. People having fun, and the critics have been silenced, including the fake gamers out there like Zaire. Motherfuckers are fighting this stuff, and I love it.
Yep.
Preach, my brother, preach.
And what's hilarious is
Preach.
this dude who I ran off in the comment section earlier, bro. He's like, oh, so I guess 68 is the new 90, huh? I'm like, no, making your own fucking decisions and not following making your own decisions and not following the fucking pack is the new 90.
Yes.
Gamers have made their own minds up. They played the first State of Decay. They enjoyed it. They see the new game. They see that it has 3 open world maps. It has a very challenging and very realistic survival aspect with all the resources and the play cards and the emerging gameplay as well. They see that and they're intrigued. And for the low price of $30 for a game, that outclasses the $60 Japanese games that come out a lot of on one console specifically, and they do come out on Xbox as well. Valkyrie Revolutions, I'm still fucking mad about that. But
the budget title beat Detroit.
The game, bro.
They pissed.
Yeah. And what's fucked up is Detroit sold 1 million. So that means State of Decay 2 is probably around there or above that. You never know. And Game Pass. And Game Pass and PC not included. So it's funny. Xbox games are kind of doing better under Game Pass. It kind of seems that way, doesn't it?
Hold on. But I thought Game Pass wasn't selling well. I thought Game Pass wasn't doing as good as they said it was doing.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Man, remember Game Pass is dog shit?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Game Pass is dog shit.
They're talking about Game Pass was supposed to cripple the games. That's what they were saying it was going to happen.
Somebody said Game Pass wasn't going to last this long. That's what I heard. I'm not going to point no name, but that's what I heard.
Something that's actually gamer friendly, man. Damn.
And video games, look, I'm going to tell you like this, man. You always support the show and everything. Support everything I do. But if that's not. So you ain't even play this. Go play State of Decay. You want me to buy you State of Decay? I'll buy you State of Decay right now. Come on, video game lumber. Get out that pony. Get out that ponyism, man. Come on to the the gamer side. We play everything around here.
Wow.
Play everything.
What are your thoughts on State of Decay 100 on it selling as much as it did?
Oh man, I already knew, man. I actually had to take a couple of weeks off of State of Decay because I was hooked. It was like my cocaine. I had a drug addict. That's all I was thinking about. State of Decay. I was up thinking about State of Decay. I see State of Decay. I can't play it. I can't play it because I'm gonna get hooked. I was hooked. Like we sitting here, we're strategizing. We ain't been playing with each other. Like, hey, how you do this? How you do this? I'm stayed up till 5. I saw the sun. I saw the sun rise and the moon fall. Playing that game. That's how much I was playing. I was on it. And I was like, this shit is a drug. And it's fun. No, it's not the graphic demanding game that you know what I'm saying? But it looks better than the first one. The bugs don't hurt it. You know, Undead Labs, you did your thing. Kudos
Yep.
to you. You know what I'm saying? I got your back with 50 grand. You know what I'm saying? You my man, you know what I'm saying? I got y'all back. I'm man. Thing about it, they ain't even put no DLC out yet.
That's
I know.
And what's bugging me out is State of Decay didn't really have that much marketing compared to Detroit and God of War, you know?
Detroit was on
No, it
everything.
didn't.
Detroit's all over
NBA
TV.
Finals.
Yeah.
NBA Finals. Detroit. And like I said, sales games are 6. But see, you know what killed Detroit was? Detroit was $40. People would have bought and bought. They
Oh,
red
hell yeah.
boxed that motherfucker. They game fly at that motherfucker. It's one and done.
They twitched that motherfucker. Remember the Twitch views? People are like, oh, you guys are fucking, look at all the Twitch views on fucking Detroit. I'm like, yeah, because those people rather not buy the game and watch it on Twitch.
Y'all suffered L's the last 3 months. I love it. It started
And it's
out with
hilarious.
Sea of Thieves.
It's hilarious because these dumbasses were like, oh, Xbox has no games. They're going to get a game in 5 years. In 2023, I'm like, oh, yeah, that explains why they're exclusive. The latest one beat your exclusives.
Mhm.
So
Ask me
Xbox
this.
has no games?
Mhm.
Ask me
What's
this.
that?
They said where the new IP is. It's called Sea of Thieves, you ignorant motherfucker.
Yeah,
God damn.
Exactly.
That's a new fucking game.
You know
We
what?
ain't got no
Yeah,
IP.
that's a
One thing
new
I
IP.
understand when they kept saying like, "Yo, y'all got no exclusive." Then what the
It's
fuck is
fucking.
I'm playing right now? Then
Yeah, what is State of Decay? What is Sea of Thieves? And what's
They-
hysterical to be, it's just a whole lot of hypocrisy, man. I don't even care about sales. It's just I like throwing the egg in your face. I'm just bringing it up because I thought Xbox had no exclusives, and I thought Xbox was a dying brand. Now
yeah.
our exclusives are killing yours. What's going on?
How is that, right? That's just ridiculous, bro.
With the media and the critics against them too. What is going on?
yeah, I think that the media just going on with them critics are saying. That's all. It's like a child. They don't know no better. They just want to run. They run their fucking mouth. See, and if the game was on, that's why I always say, if that game was if that game was on a PlayStation, you wouldn't hear none of this shit. That'd be the fucking God have transcend them to heaven with the damn PlayStation 4 and brought them greatness. I'm trying to tell you that's the first thing they would have said, yo. Like I don't get these dudes, man. See if these, I mean, I understand that all these games, it may not be everybody types of game, but come on, man, stop that shit.
Gaming is many things to many people, man. Like we may not understand Fortnite, but people want to play it. There's
Right.
people out there that was looking forward and were surprised by a game like Sea of Thieves, me included. There's some folks that love that tenseness that's in State of Decay. Games for everybody, man. There's games out there for everybody. Like it's somebody out there is looking for that new game coming out for Xbox that looks like a cross between Zelda or something. It's got some kind of fox in it. I forgot the name of what it's called, but games are for everybody, man. You know, everybody. You can't just sit and say, everything should be God of War, everything should be The Last of Us. That's bullshit.
But I get a question. I ask y'all a question. Why they always
Yeah.
say we only got Gears, Gears, Halo, and Forza, right? What the fuck Nintendo got? Motherfucking Mario, fucking.
I know.
They don't
Mario,
get no.
Zelda,
They
and
don't get no.
Smash.
Mario, Zelda, and
They don't get no
Pokemon.
motherfucking. They don't get no fucking
Exactly.
rhetoric. What the fuck? Why do you want to throw that shit at us?
How many Mario
You
had?
throw that shit at us.
How many
Man, Mario
Mario
Tennis
had
came out. What's
in
that? Mario
one
Tennis
generation?
25?
They got Mario and everything.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm like. How many
Mario Kart, Mario
generation?
Tennis, Mario Party.
I see no one complaining about that. So why must it be a complaint when it comes down to Microsoft?
Yeah, like, and thing
See,
about it, we
Nintendo
support
showed
them
y'all they
games.
know how to milk games.
Man, Nintendo does what everybody does it, and they know how to milk them games. And I don't hear the rhetoric. Why they don't get the rhetoric? Why we get the rhetoric from it?
This is Xbox.
That's why I don't understand. They don't keep it. They don't keep it straight down the line. They ain't keeping it a buck. So when you sit there and when you critique Sony or something, you're wrong. You don't know what the fuck you talking to. What J Long did this week and say they had Resident Evil, you know what I'm saying, looking like it was exclusive. When we came out and said something, I got called a lie. J Long got called a lie. Until the lady came
And
out.
it was in the
That was a
PlayStation
cell
Store.
phone picture, bro. That's not easy to Photoshop.
You can't do that. like that. You actually have to go into the code to do some shit like that. You know what I mean? People I got hate. Y'all Photoshop that. Photoshop what? I ain't got time to Photoshop shit.
For real. If He-Man was here, he could attest to that. I was in a party and I was just like, I don't know where I turned on my PS4 to see the sale. Then out of nowhere, I just go, holy shit. And then they're like, what's going on? What's going on? And then I freaking send them the pic, and then they're like, what the fuck? Are you serious? I was in disbelief, bro. Jaw on the floor, just like when I saw Microsoft bought fucking Ninja Theory.
Wow. That's fucking crazy, man.
And in the Sony store, one time years ago when they still had Sony stores, I remember I saw a copy of 2K
exclusive pre-VR.
I saw 2K12, NBA 2K12 with the only on PlayStation logo, physical copy, at the Sony store. No joke.
That's
so this shit ain't new.
Yo. And Sony's been doing this for a while, and I don't understand why. I mean, it's Resident Evil people. I mean, the only people that they're fooling is actually the casual consumers. So casual actually sees something like that, they're gonna assume it's only on PlayStation, when that's the furthest thing from the truth. If they if they know that their brand is so good, right, that they actually do good games, why are they scared? It seems like Sony's scared of something.
They're scared because they ain't got no games. The games ain't coming out no time soon. Know what I'm saying? I think
not any of those.
Death Stranding is going to be a PlayStation 5 game.
Yep.
A lot of them is going to be a PlayStation 5. And that shit ain't coming out no time motherfucking soon. So that's why you see no release. You only saw a release date for what? Only thing you saw a release date is for Spider-Man.
Yeah, we didn't even get a year for them shits. That's what's trippy to me.
Wow.
Well, yeah, what else is there to talk about? Is that
it?
I don't know if y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all heard the news, but you know when they talk about the crossplay with the keyboard and mice, read up that it's I don't know. It's on what's it Windows Central that Microsoft and Razer is teaming up to make a keyboard and mouse. So, you know.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
That's weird.
You know, so you know, I wonder what else they might team up on. Didn't they team up on a SCUF controller? Just recently?
What type of controller?
A SCUF controller.
Sony did, right?
No, Microsoft. Because I seen a controller on in a Xbox store, but it's a SCUF controller. I think that's Razer. It's not Microsoft.
Wow.
So I think that.
I don't know. I drink too much, so.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
There's something that freaking it just keeps escaping me, man. I'm trying to think of what it was that I wanted to bring to the table.
I'm gonna bring some shit up about Sega. Sega, you bring Yakuza to PC, yeah, for some fucking reason, and not Xbox, yeah, for some fucking reason, you give us Shining Resonance and fucking Valkyrie Revolutions. Are you serious? Why are you and Valkyrie Revolution's got what, a 50-40 Metacritic, and Yakuza got 80 something? What sense does it make to bring your low rated games to Xbox? You know, it seems like they're doing this just so they can complain and be like, oh, Xbox guys aren't supporting Japanese games. Yeah, because they're giving us the fucking shitty ones. Give us the good ones. You know,
I wouldn't say that they're necessarily giving us the shitty ones. I mean, we got some good ones coming and shit.
No, I'm talking about Sega specifically.
Oh, Sega? Well, yeah, Sega. Yeah, I guess I could actually agree with that. Actually, I can get behind that.
Bandai's giving us that new One Piece game, the open world one, which I'm really excited over. And that Jason and Jump Force,
shit
which
is gonna be dope.
Yep.
I'm surprised that they didn't show One Piece at the conference. That would have been another major one, man.
Yeah, and it wasn't on the show floor apparently.
No, it wasn't, man. It wasn't. And the stuff that I've seen from it actually looked really, really, really good. Wow.
Yeah, man,
Ain't that a
Sega.
trip,
I
man?
don't fuck
What
with
other
you.
things popped off besides that? Or does anybody want to talk about that as far as the Sega thing? Yeah, I think Sega's just like, giving Microsoft the booty end of the stick.
It's
Oh
a waste of
wow.
money too. Giving us like a 40 Metacritic Japanese game, like what are you doing? Where you can give us your 90 Metascore game, like that will sell 4 times as much. You know,
I thought Microsoft
makes
had a
no
good
sense.
good relationship with Sega.
It's
I
rocky. I
think they
don't know
do
what's up,
too.
dude. And that new Fist of the North Star game, that's not
Is
coming.
it a
The
Japanese
fucking
thing because it's the Yakuza?
yeah, I don't. They probably think that it's too Japanese oriented. Yeah, that's true, but the combat ain't. Combat is universal. You know, putting hands on someone, that's the universal language.
Yeah, it is a universal. Ever since
Yeah, yeah,
the Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, know what I'm saying? It
right.
doesn't matter.
It's universal. So I don't know, man. And Persona is also a very Japanese game too. You know, Persona and Yakuza, they both have that walking around Japan, fucking going to maid cafes, that stupid shit.
Mhm.
That might be it, actually. You're right, but that still will sell better than Shiny Resonance. I know. I'll bet my fucking house on that.
Hold on now. Which one is Persona?
Persona's the one with the penis monster that Livewire
I'm
trolls about.
good. You know what? I'm good. I'm good. Oh man, I was hoping that it wasn't that one. I'm good.
It was that
Ain't
I
one.
that
ain't
the one?
fucking with that.
Ain't that the
I'm
one
just
that
being straight
Hebot
up.
said you get to turn into a mouse and some shit and go up in a teacher? There's some weird shit.
Nah,
The,
nah,
pe-
nah, not that one.
the penis demon, as K Megan said. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
but yeah, that's a 90
Yo,
Metacritic flip
does
money. You must
anybody
like
want to
it.
bring anything else to the table?
Shit, no, man. We went
Like
away.
I
I
think that's
can't
it,
think, man.
man.
The thing I was trying to think of and whatnot is fucking
Escape
it
your mind.
escaped me, bro. It was hot though too. And I can't call for the life of me what the hell it was, man.
Yeah, we got next week back.
Oh, the Crackdown 3 shit about the guy leaving. Want to talk about that?
Man, that shit. I'm put this way. Crackdown is not going nowhere. People making videos and all that other shit.
Right.
This shit is already set in stone. It's a
And
release
the
where
guy specifically
tips.
was Cloud
Well,
Jin. You know, the guy, that's probably what he did. The multiplayer's probably done.
Clickbait
Crappy,
video.
who
That's what I
his
call it.
E3 sources, his sources for
Clickbait
E3
video.
were pretty much 100% fucking right. So, and his sources said that
we don't
fucking
know.
the multiplayer was great.
And actually, people played it behind closed doors.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so a lot
that's
of
blows,
stuff
bro.
E3 was a lot of games behind closed doors that y'all
Cyberpunk was one of them.
saw. Yeah, they got between kind of closed doors. Even this is crazy. What's called Heart is damn near almost done.
What was that?
The new it was indoors.
Mm-hmm.
The new Soul Calibur. It was
Yeah,
played
what
behind
happened?
closed
Man,
doors.
I want to play
They
the new
played the
Soul Calibur,
closed
bro.
door shit this year. That was so fucked up. They played the closed door shit this year. So,
That
I'm
was
trying
shady,
to
man.
open up the doors this year, next year, and I'm gonna try to play some of this shit.
Let me ask you
But
this.
no, but
Do you think some of them doors that's closed, they don't want the media to get to it and tear it up?
no, that's who the media got. No, they invited them.
Oh, okay.
Like, okay, it was places at E3 that was only designed for the media. Normal people couldn't even get in.
Oh, that's
Yo,
Like,
Kalai, can you please? This guy's calling out Heba because he said he's been watching anime since the 70s. He says anime didn't come to America until later.
what?
So later, well, ask him what is Star Blazers. That came out in 1977.
Thank you.
Ask him what is Mazinger Z, Gigantor, or
Speed
not
Racer was here in the
Gigantor. My bad.
60s, wasn't that
In
shit?
America, it was actually Transworthy, which was in black and white, and Astroworthy, which was also in black and white. And then something called Battle of the Planets that came out in the 70s, Star Blazers that came out in the 70s. And what else was also there?
Yeah, what about Transor Z? People don't know about Transor Z.
Iron Man
Transor Z,
28.
they had a
Right?
lady shooting at her titties as a missile.
Yeah.
What that dude
All
talking
them
about?
shits is old, man. That shit started in the 70s, bro.
Born in 79. So shit. I watched shit as a kid in the 80s. When I saw the lady shoot her titty shoot out as a missile. I was
That's
intrigued
when we
by it.
had an influx Japanese anime. All right, that's when Disney even,
But they didn't come on regular TV.
Japanese
they came on
studios to do the animation.
Yeah, but then they didn't come on regular TV. Remember? Okay, this is how old I am. You had the regular. I think that's UHF, and then you have the lower band one. They came on.
Yeah. That's if you watch the catch of Japanese cartoons and whatnot.
So that's when you watch that shit on lower band. On the lower band, it wasn't on Fox. It wasn't on no local television.
But I can agree with though, because that was only the anime itself. Right? When they started calling it anime, some video cassettes until the past days, like 87, 88, they started selling Japanese anime video cassettes.
We bought bad.
They got you, man.
Yeah,
got
my bad.
They got you, B. They got you, B.
The anime squad.
The anime squad got you.
You hear me now?
Yeah. Well, say something.
Whoa. So Nana basically take Japanese anime, and I'm still button.
Yeah,
Am I still
Keep
button?
Yeah.
All right. So basically, Japanese anime. The video cassettes didn't come out till like 86, 87. All right, they was actually selling Japanese video cassettes, but Japanese animation per se started in the 70s with like Star Blazers, Transfer Z, Astro Boy.
They had Speed Racer too, bro.
Iron Man 28, Speed Racer. Thanks for bringing that up. All that stuff was in the 70s, son. You know what I'm saying? Now, Japanese video cassettes, the first ones, they was actually put out by Books Nippon, all right, which was a place out in Manhattan. All right, and they actually had 3 video cassettes. They had Gunbuster, they had Gundam 0080, and no, Gundam 0080, that was an import. All right, my bad. They had Gunbuster that was brought to the States. They had Itzer 1 that was brought to the States. And I can't remember the third one, though, because all the other ones I bought were imports from anywhere from Akira to Bubblegum Crisis. Even some shit that they called, which I actually bought bootleg, called Ninja High School, which I found out it wasn't Ninja High School. It was actually called Battle Royale, right? With some type of anime or something, which is pretty bugged out. But yeah, anime, like the import of Japanese animation started in the 80s, but Japanese animation was already on TV in the 70s. And the animation that was brought in the 80s was like basically the OVAs, the OVAs, original video animations or original animation videos. Some people say it differently. So it actually went both ways. But there was a lot of, the fandom was like really thick back then though, because a lot of that stuff wasn't coming.
We can keep it real.
I know.
We can go Voltron. That's Japanese anime.
Yeah, but that was like that was already in the 80s though.
Yeah,
when it got imported over here.
And then we got what? We got Robotech. That's one of my favorite.
Yeah, but that was the 80s as well. All that was the 80s. You know what I'm saying? What he said is that it started in the 80s, right? That's what he said?
Yeah, that's what he said.
He started. Right. That's when he was born.
That's when it blew up. Let's just say that's when it blew up. It blew up in the 80s.
See, they don't
understand. It was already in the 70s though.
They don't understand because Kaleidoscope used to dress up like G-Force and start
the
bird outfits.
Dude, that was my shit back in the day, bro.
Shit back then, G-Force.
Yeah.
Nah, G-Force was like I didn't like G-Force like that. That shit was corny to me. They were too what you call it to me. They were just too. You know what they remind me of? The Silverhawks.
But the Silverhawks though, it's like they was trying to bite off of G-Force to me, bro.
Right? Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
You know, because like the intro to Silverhawks was like the illest shit I ever seen. I was like, wow, this shit is ill. Then I would see the cartoons. And I'm like, what the man? This is okay.
Okay, yeah. Matter of fact,
so the intro,
okay, just like the GoBots. But GoBots was a rip off of Transformers.
Transformers, yo.
Yeah.
But I
And-
liked the GoBots for some reason. I watch them both.
yeah, I actually enjoyed the cartoons. They was more kiddified though, but they was actually enjoyable to watch. It was okay.
Even though they call
I wouldn't take them
girl,
serious. I wouldn't take them
she must
serious.
have been a lesbian. Was that the robot? I can't think of her, but she must have been a lesbian. When they was like, she was a girl. She was a girl. Sound like a dude.
But how do we get this question about anime on DirectX?
No, hey,
Because he was fucking, in a troll battle with some dude.
Yeah, y'all gotta go on a Vibration podcast. Or jump on the Smilecast and bring that.
Yeah, this is the Smash podcast right here.
Forget about Astro Boy that came out.
Yeah, that's something to take 64. To the Smash podcast on Saturdays.
Yeah, man. Stop trying to
the
slide
Heroic
that,
Vibrations on Wednesdays.
Stop trying to throw the Vibration podcast up in there and try to be slick. That's what he did. He knew what the fuck he was doing. He tried to do that real slick shit. He tried to turn it to the Vibration podcast real quick.
Yeah, I guess he already brought it up because Hebot was on the show just a little while ago and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of dumb, though. I mean, it's all good, though. Anime's been around for a minute, though, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just the reason it blew up so much in the 80s because the Japanese yen was so low compared to the US dollar. So it was cheaper to make animation over there in Japan until the bubble finally burst and the Japanese yen rose. That's when they had to go to other countries in order to farm out the animation. Now, think about it. Where is most of the animation being done? Anywhere from Warner Brothers to most of the shit in the States? In Korea. Korea, it's getting the animation is being done now. So they the ones making bank, people. All right. They the ones making bank when it comes to animation in the US because all the animation is getting farmed out to them. They may do storyboards in the US with their artists and everything, but all that pencil work and ink work gets sent to Japan. I mean to Korea now. To Korea. Oh well. Shit happens. Times change. People move on. We live. All right. Now, what else popped off this week, though, man? There's this one major thing I freaking can't remember for the life of me, man. It's a good thing I got off the Xbox and shit and decided to come over here outside. Good shit I was buying. That Hyper Heroes was consuming me. Oh, that's what it was, man. My son-in-law actually brought up that he played Fortnite in my Destiny clan while we was playing Destiny. Dudes got so outraged that he played Fortnite that they were saying to kick him out the clan. And we all joked about this shit, but one of the dudes was serious. He's like, yo, you need to stop, bro. It's like people can play whatever they want, man. I say it doesn't matter what you play, shit. He's like, oh, but you gonna tell me you play Fortnite? I was like, I don't say I play Fortnite. I downloaded it. No, I'm saying to see what it was.
Fortnite, you can play Fortnite. These kids, like I say, I had to shoot 100. I had to shoot 100 shots. They was playing before they woke up playing Fortnite. Begging Fortnite. They took all my money on Fortnite. They trying to buy skins. They didn't save up their pennies and stuff. Like, can we go get a gift card for some damn skins? Fortnite got.
Yo, you know what? I'm really gonna be playing hardcore this holiday season 100. I'm gonna be playing PUBG War Mode.
Oh yeah, I'm PUBG. You know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm PUBG, you know what I'm saying? All day. That to me is more
that war mode I'm gonna be playing, and with probably most of the members of my clan as well. Because they've all been talking about that shit. Like, what? You saw that war mode shit? That shit looks like it's gonna be fire. I was like, yeah, it does, man. You got cards going everywhere.
I gotta see if I can play war mode because I got the preview server.
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody told me it's on, but I don't know if it's on. Like I said, I'm trying to recover from last week. Now I got the kids over here. They're ripping and running and shit and doing all type of crazy shit. I'm gonna try it tonight to see if it's on. But if that shit, man, I'm going to war. Man, I played PUBG the other night and got aired out. I ain't never been no more than 60. I got aired out at 60. I said, y'all play this shit too much. And the dude was like, "Well, you
only console I could play freaking Fortnite and seriously is a Switch. I can't play that shit seriously on my Xbox or my PS4. Hell no."
Really?
It's auto-targeting. It's auto-targeting.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's just very casual to me. I don't know.
I don't want to build. They know they're actually saying that they're going to get into people building buildings within buildings and within buildings and try to last to the end. They said that they related to that. They're going to try to find a patch to do something like that. But I ain't got nothing. You know, so I don't. The kids play it. I don't love Jesus. They
All right, so
see me
E-Rock was
in
out,
like
or he dropped off, one of the two.
Yep.
Okay, guys, I guess there's nothing being brought to the table. I can't remember
Man, I
anything
think
else, man.
Yeah.
everybody done got an idea or whatever
Know what I'm
else it
saying?
is.
I actually should write some notes, man, but oh well.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we usually got
let's go with
topics
everybody,
out.
man. Let's go with you, Flip. Let's go with you, Flip. Let everybody know where they can reach you at.
Going on, it's your boy Flip Money. You can holler at me on Twitter, Flip Money 1975, or Xbox Online. You know, Flip Money Online. You also gonna holler at me. You know, see me here on the Direct Sex Show. You also can catch me on the On Vibration Podcast.
That's what's up, man. I missed this week, but I will make it next week, definitely. J-Law, let people know where they can reach you at, man. Especially for all that informative information, man, and all them gems you be dropping on us.
YouTube, Twitter, JLon908. I actually put up a video, I think, yesterday about AA games and them being successful, like State of Decay and Near Automata. So yeah,
And
check that out if
Hellblade.
you can. And Hellblade, yeah. And Detroit.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh yeah, I need to check that shit out, man. The Triple Cup. Let people know where they can reach you at, man, and where you're gonna be at in the next few days or whatever, or the next week. Well, I guess Triple Cup decided to take a chill pill, or he took an L on this one. So let's go with you, 100. Let people know where
man,
they
you
can
catch
reach
me
you at.
damn near everywhere. They already know reach me because I got death threat. I'll keep putting up my address all on interweb and shit. But you know what? Honey, they ain't going nowhere. We here on the Direct X Show. Catch us next week. You know what I'm saying? Live and
Exactly.
uncut. We don't give two fucks. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it real. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And,
And sorry for the technical hiccups, yo. It's just things that can't be helped sometimes. Shit happens, especially when you live. All right, as for me, people can reach me at DirectX minus on Twitter, Kaleidoscope on Xbox Live, and at my YouTube channel, Kaleidoscope. And Triple Cup, is you with us? Nope. All right, then I guess that we're gonna be out this bitch, and then freaking Triple Cup is gonna take an L on that.
Find them on the Vibrations podcast. Support them.
Hell yeah. Find them out.
we
You'll
up
be able to
Wednesday
see Triple
nights.
Cup on the Vibrations podcast with me and Flip and Savage Carter on Wednesdays. All right. So hit us up. You'll actually enjoy the content. We talk about anime, video games, and more. You know what I'm saying? And of course, comic books. Definitely, man. 'Cause that's a must. It's the heroic vibrations. All right. And then, of course, every Friday night on the GRG podcast. And here on Saturdays on the Rec Deck Show, minus the motherfucking fraud. That's what's up.
We out
Peace.
this piece.
Damn, Triple Cup took